then go until 10:30 tonight. You all good at the back? If we're all good at the back, we'll kick off firstly with Gail Davis from Sky. Over to you, Gail.
Morning.
Morning.
Couple of fitness concerns, if we run through some of them. I've written Emil Smith Rowe, Tomiyasu, Jesus, Jorginho and Zinchenko. If you can start there and if there's any others.
Well, the update is that some of them have been progressing better than others. We have a training session again today. Some of them they've done a few bits this week, and I'm positive that hopefully we're gonna get a few back for tomorrow.
Any definitely ruled out for tomorrow?
At the moment, no.
No. But given the week you've got and the fact that you are managing a couple of those injuries, how important is it to use your squad in the right way, bearing in mind you've got Porto and Newcastle after Burnley?
Yeah. Well, we have to go game by game because at the moment in certain positions in the last few weeks, we didn't really have a choice. We have to play them. We didn't have any other players to do so. And we had the chance during matches especially to make some changes and adjust the minutes and the load of certain players. We have tried to manage that in the best way because, as you said, it's going to be really important.
From the fact none of them at this stage are ruled out, there's no serious, no worse, like Jesus isn't going to be longer.
No, there's no big setbacks on any of those injuries. And Thomas Partey as well is progressing really well. So
really
hopefully.
Well means.
Well, I don't want to say too much, but he's looking very good and he's on the field already.
On the field already.
Yeah.
So a couple of weeks.
Hopefully.
Because you know we'll hold you to that next Friday.
Okay.
4 wins, 16 goals. You're right, kind of where you want to be. That's kind of part of it. The other part is how you stay there and keeping that momentum going. You know, how hard is that? Because it's kind of human nature. You work that hard to get to this point. Kind of just want to take your foot off the gas sometimes. So what are you doing to make sure that doesn't happen?
Certainly no, because it's the most important part of the season. And we know that every fixture is going to play a significant role in what we want to achieve. And Burnley is the most important one at the moment. It's a team that is extremely difficult to beat. You just look at the results and how teams have draw or beat them, and it's been for very small margins. And they are extremely well coached, and it's a team that is very, very competitive. So we know that we have a very tough match on Saturday, and that's the only focus for us to continue to play with the same energy, the same enthusiasm, and just play the game, compete in the game in the best way possible, and the rest will come.
2 points and 1 goal separate the top 3. It's the tightest for probably a decade. You're probably going to tell me you don't look at the final margins right now, but to be a part of what could be a really interesting, competitive, compelling title race, that must excite you as you sit here with 14 games to go.
Yes, and we want to be there, and that means that we've done a lot of things right during the season, and we have learned a lot of things from last season. So we have learned a lot of things from last season. So we have shown a lot of level of consistency and good things in the team, and now we want to go with a step forward and maintain that consistency, continue to play the way we are playing and perform, and let's see where we get.
Just finally for me, we sat here on a lot of Fridays during the transfer window, and maybe even before, talking about the noise for striker, and you stood there or sat there and said, I trust my players, I trust my players. You look at the amount of goals you scored in the last few weeks. How vindicated do you feel, and what on earth did you do in that sunshine to get the results that you have done over the past few weeks, particularly from your strikers?
Nothing. Working a team on the strength and as well the things that we can obviously improve. Sometimes about convincing the players as well to try more, and have more belief and adjust certain things to embrace their qualities and be more difficult to defend at times. And that's a constant evolution that a team needs even through the season, because the opponents are very intelligent and they know what we want to do.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Burnley up next. Are you in some company? Friends? You buddies?
Friends, buddies.
Yeah.
Well, we know each other really well. I have huge respect for him. We had a really good relationship when we worked together, and now as well. And I have a huge admiration for him. When he was a player, when I worked with him and he was captain, the way he conducts himself, he's got a special aura around him. You know, he's someone that is very well articulated. He's got great ideas. He's got a very clear vision of how he wants to play the game. And on top of that, he's got the courage that I love in a coach, in a player. So regardless where it is, he just brings his sleeves up and gets going. And his work ethic is phenomenal. So
I've got the chance to potentially win their first 5 league games of a calendar year. That has never been done in the history of this football club. When you are at the top, are you always looking for like little extra bits of motivation? Do you take that? Do you use it? Were they even aware?
yeah, there are moments and things that obviously they are motivating, and the players are aware sometimes not even aware of certain things that we've done or records. But it's another extra thing. The focus obviously is in the game and what we have to do to earn the right to win it. And if it comes, great.
When you talk about the right to win as well, when you lose a game, it's often spoken about you have to move past it and just leave it where it's. When you win a game by such a margin against, like you did against West Ham, do you almost have to park that as well and not
Faster than the
you've got to
defeat.
get carried away with it.
The defeat in the tummy sometimes is good for 48 hours. When you win, and the way we did it, take very positive, take that energy, carry on, but that has to drive to even a better energy and a better will to keep improving, because there are things still that we can do much better.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
George from BBC.
Thank you. Mikel, you mentioned Vincent Company. When you first joined Arsenal, you had a bit of a slow start and it just seemed to click. Do you think it's going to come for Vincent and where they are in the league, and Burnley just need to stick with them, it'll come together?
Well, I think he has already started last season. What he did, what they did in the championship was phenomenal. It was a record season for them, and to do that, you need to be exceptional at what you do. If not, it doesn't happen. And big credit to him. But it's the way he can convince people as well, because even when they went through a difficult period, I look at the players, how they behave, the staff, the crowd, they are with him. You know, they follow him and they are constantly trying to do what he demands them to do. And they've been really competitive. In my opinion, they've been really unlucky with a lot of the results that they had this season.
Could I just ask you a couple of your players, 2 new signings who seem to settle down a little bit, but what have you made of Kai Havertz in recent weeks? He's got a little criticism at the beginning of the season, but just how much you enjoy managing him?
I love him. I love him. I think we all love him as a player, as a person, everything that he brings to the team. There are 2 or 3 moments the other day with 4, 5, 6-0, and how he tracks people and how he's defending the box and then how he's attacking the box, the position that he's constantly threatening the opponent's box as well. That I really like. And you ask him to play as a 9, as a right attacking midfielder, left attacking midfielder, on the base defending, and he does it. It's just a joy to work with.
David Raya seems to really settled down. There was a lot of questions about him, but he's excellent with his feet, isn't he? But do you just think it's just taken a little while for him to click as number 1?
No, well, especially what I like about David as well is what he does in goal and the things that he prevents that sometimes you don't even see because they don't happen, because he has anticipated to them. But yeah, obviously he had the environment that was very challenging. But that's what I love about him. The players with the courage and the character and personality, when even it's like this, that they want to be themselves and they push themselves to do that. And he has earned the right to be very respected, and I'm really happy that he's doing it.
And just a quick one, Mbappe's leaving PSG at the end of the season. I think we all know where he's going, but
You know,
well, the talk is Real Madrid, but I just wonder if the talk could be Arsenal potentially. Would you be interested?
well, when there is a player of that caliber, we always have to be in the conversation. But as you said, it looks in a different way. That's what I would say.
Ian Tossell.
Hi, Mikel. Hope you're well.
Hi.
You said earlier you've learned a lot. You and your team learned a lot from what happened last season. What exactly have you learned moving into the last part of this season to perhaps give a chance to win?
Well, what I said, the most important thing to impact at the end of the season is to have the squad fully available. For me, it's requirement number 1. And at the moment, we don't have it. And we're going to have it. And we are working really hard to have it. This is the requirement number 1. The 2, 3, 4, if we don't have that one, it's going to be difficult. If we don't have it, I think we have a good chance.
So if you can't get your whole squad fit and keep them fit, you can't win the title.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that is more difficult, especially in certain positions. When you have 2-3 players in certain positions, you can always vary and change it. But there are certain critical positions that then it becomes much more difficult. Yes.
You're playing a team who are towards the bottom of the table, and most people think are going to get relegated. Is that more difficult sometimes than it is when you take on a team who are, like last week, West Ham, kind of having a good season, not right at the top, but just below the top?
Yeah, you just have to see the recent games when they went to Anfield, what they did, and how Liverpool beat them. And it's going to be at home, which is going to be even more difficult. So very tough.
And everybody says rightly about you in your time here, you've always stuck to your principles. You know, famous phrase about the project. Vincent Kompany, is he right to be sticking to his principles at Burnley, even though they're not winning a lot of games? Would you say that's the thing a manager has to do?
I don't know. Everybody has to feel. I think if you don't feel what you are doing, it's impossible to transmit it. And we have an idea, and the players have to buy into it, and they have to execute it. So when you don't really feel it, I don't know how you transmit it. Maybe for a game, but in a period of time, I think that gets diluted, and then you lose them.
Okay. Oh, yes, thank you.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Something you said on David, you said that he prevents things that you don't even see.
Mm.
What are those things that maybe we wouldn't see that he prevents?
Have a look at the game again. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. One thing I have seen from watching the games is he's very quick with his distribution.
Yeah.
That seems to help the attack quite a lot. Is that something that you've wanted him to do more? Or is it something he's just kind of taken himself?
Yeah, there are opportunities in the match, obviously, when you can play fast and the door is open, that you can maximize those situations like every team does.
And with your squad so far this season, have you been able to field a team you've wanted to often? And does that even matter? I'm just talking about not having all of your players available all the time.
Yeah, but I think it's a great opportunity as well to adapt certain players, in certain positions or roles on spaces and see how they react. And they are so willing. And that gives you sometimes a different solution that you didn't thought about it, because the situation requires. And when you have players that are willing to change it and to do it, normally good things happen.
Okay, Simon from the standard.
Mikel, can I just ask you about Roy Hodgson? Obviously,
Yeah.
went into hospital yesterday. Just if you had a sort of message for Roy, and what you think it says a bit about the sort of wider impact of managers and the stresses
Yeah.
they're working on in the modern era.
Yeah, well, I don't know the exact details, and hopefully he's feeling much better. And if that's the case, and knowing Roy, I think he will be in tomorrow. If that's the case, because he loves it so much. But yeah, we all got really worried with the situation, and hopefully he's fine.
Do you think for the sort of wider public, it just sort of gives you a realization of what sort of stress you guys work on?
I don't know. There is that part, but there is the part of joy and how beautiful our jobs are as well. But it's a lot of times it's in relation to where you are, But it's part of the job.
Just ask you, when you've spoken a lot about the squad this season, now we've got sort of Champions League, Premier League back. Do you feel like you've got the necessary strength and depth to be able to go for both trophies?
Well, I don't know. That's the season is going to say that. It's going to depend that the availability that the squad have in the moment and certain positions, as I said before. That's going to be, in my opinion, the key.
Okay, we'll take one more in the live section from Kyler.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Just ask about Fabio Vieira. He's sort of nearing getting back to fitness. How far is he, and how well is his coming?
Very close. He's been training already for a few days with the team, so I think it's very close. He's evolved probably faster than we expected, and he's in a good place.
Is there a chance he could maybe make the return to his old club, Porto?
There is a chance, yeah.
And just one more on Carlos Cuesta has been linked to potentially Norwich job. I'm not going to ask you what you think about that, but how much of a compliment is it maybe your coaching staff are being linked to managerial jobs? Do you support them in this kind of thing?
Yeah, that's great. What it has happened not only with the coaching staff, with certain staff as well, and other clubs trying to come and get them, which is always a really good sign that they're doing a really good job, and we have the right people here.
Okay, we'll go to 10 takes tonight now. Kick off the crossing.
Hi, hello.
I was just going to ask you.
Yes, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. 1 second. Let me just check. Hopefully you guys can hear me. That's Arteta's press conference, people. Let me see. Yeah. Big up, guys. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. This morning. If you're in the UK, good morning. But yeah, that's Mikel Arteta's press conference, guys. If you do want to watch it, you can rewind the stream and then I have it full for you guys there. It's about 15 minutes long. He's obviously we're just gonna recap what he just said and then just got to see what you guys are saying about. Let me know everything about the Burnley game as well. What you guys feeling, Arsenal fans? What you guys saying about the Burnley game? Score prediction wise, what lineup you guys want to see? Let me know all that down below for our game tomorrow. Of course, 3 p.m. kickoff away at Turf Moor. Obviously, Arteta was asked about the injury news, and he said nothing has changed really with that, apart from Fabio Vieira. Of course, Fabio Vieira has been out for quite a few months now, and he's back in full training. So yeah, Fabio Vieira, guys, back in full training, and he was asked if he will feature for the Porto game, and he said he'll be asked if he's featured for the game tomorrow, but he said he'll most likely be back for Porto against his former club, of course, that we signed him from. So yeah, Fabio Vieira, guys, is back in full training. Still the same news as Thomas Partey, unfortunately, people. Looks like he's not going to be making this game tomorrow. And there's still many doubts also about, and it's pretty much the same news about Zinchenko. He may miss a game as well tomorrow. Gabriel Jesus may also miss a game tomorrow as well. So let me know, guys, considering the players we have injured, what would be your lineup down below? Let me know, you guys, who you're going to play up front, who you want to see in the midfield, who are you going to go? I want to ask as well, left back position. Do we go with someone like Jakub Kiwior, who's playing very well the past 2 games? Or do we go with someone like Tomiyasu? Let me know all that down below, people. Anything else? Of course, he was asked about Vincent Kompany, and he said that they were apparently buddies and that they're friends. So there we go. What else? So yeah, I think that was really the main thing out of the press conference, really. He was asked about Mbappe. Yes, he was asked about Kylian Mbappe, and he said when you have a player at this caliber, you have to be interested. But then he also said, I think we all know where he's going to end up, Real Madrid. Well, he didn't actually say Real Madrid, but I think we all know what he meant there. Who knows, guys? Get Mbappe to the carpet. Bring Mbappe to the carpet. But let's go through you guys' comments. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Big up our man, Terrell Gunnar. Hope you're all good, my bro. He says Kiwior has to go left back. I mean, that's fair enough. He's been playing really well the past couple of games since he's played at left back. And we all know he's a centre back, but he's been feeling really nicely in there. And yeah, he's been looking very, very solid when he came off the bench against Liverpool. And obviously, when we played against West Ham, he was very, very solid. So yeah, big up to you, bro. Hope you're doing all well. Let's see. We've got my man Plasma in here as well. Hope you're all good, Plasma. Good to see you, bro. Love that new profile as well. Love that new icon as well. Luca's in here as well. Hope you're all good, Luca. Super Mikel Arteta. Big up to you, Plasma, bro. Let's aim. Yeah, big up, guys. Big up Saliba. Let's keep the chat respectful, people. Let's keep the chat respectful if we can. Big up, guys. What's going on with StreamYard? Is so slow today. It's not letting me ping any of your comments out. Jesus is out for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I mean, Arteta did say nothing's changed with that. He will still be doubtful for the game. Ain't it? Plasma says, ain't it insane that the chance of Timber will be back before Partey? No, yeah, and it will. It will be that, guys. You guarantee just Julian Timber, who was out for an 8-7 injury, will be back and play before Thomas Partey does. It's crazy. Timber back for Porto for second leg. Possibly. I mean, he is in the Champions League squad. He has been selected. Big up Arse Clips as well. Hope you're all good, bro. Thank you for tuning in today. Hope Jesus can come back. And then he could play like R9 in the Champions. Yeah, to be fair, he does turn up in the Champions League this season. He's been superb in all the games when we had the group stages. Arteta's the best, says Arsenal Clips. Hope Chelsea will start with Eddie Nketiah tomorrow. Yeah, so do I, bro. And he has to start. He probably will, though, because 3 goals in 4 games is on job. Facts, bro. Yeah, I agree 100%. Trossard has to start tomorrow. Live Kai Havertz, he will score versus Burnley. Ryan is in the chat, who is a Burnley fan. Big up to you, Ryan. Hope you're all good as well. Ryan, big up yourself, bro. As a Burnley fan, how you feeling? Mbappe to Arsenal. We can only dream. We can only dream, guys. We can only dream. Mbappe wouldn't fit the system, but he is Mbappe, so yeah, he's just Mbappe. Like, it's just Mbappe. Mbappe's Mbappe. So yeah. Big up to you, man. I hope you're doing well. He says safe party only for the UCL and the big games. Yeah, but then the question is he going to be even ready for like the UCL? Is he going to be ready for these big games? Because how many times this guy get injured? It's kind of mad. But I hear what you're saying, bro. When is Party back? We honestly don't know, bro. We don't know. It's just still the same news like that it was a few weeks ago. Basically, Thomas Partey was back in full training with Arsenal, yeah, a few weeks ago before the big Liverpool game, right? He's back in full training, and then we all got hyped up, and then Arteta said he's had a little setback, and then he missed. Obviously, he's been missing the past few games, and it's still really the same with him, really. Apparently, he's got something with his thigh or something. He's got a minor setback, a thigh injury or whatever it is. So yeah, I don't even know, bro. This is a women's manager, guys. This is the women's manager. I don't even know. Yeah, big up Arsenal women's, But yeah, Lucas said I told you. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. No, it's just, I mean, he was asked about all the injuries and who's available, and he said, it's still really the same. Nothing's really changed. So there'll most likely be no Jesus tomorrow. There'll be no Zinchenko tomorrow, and there'll be no, of course, Thomas Partey tomorrow. Can't wait to sell Partey to Juve in the summer. Only things not to get injured for the whole season or two. It's kind of mad. Literally, man played about 7 seasons at Atletico, yeah, and he missed 7 games out of his 7 years due to. No, it was like, how many seasons was at Atletico? Like 5, 6 or something. But out of all them seasons, yeah, he missed 7 games due to injury. Now look at that compared to how many he's missed at Arsenal. It's mad. Big up Matt Manners, bro. Hope you're all good, bro. Big up yourself. He says, Mikel, why didn't we buy Havertz instead of signing a striker? Mikel, why do you send Kieran Tierney out on loan when he's the best left back at the club? Mikel, why didn't you sign another CDM? This is the thing. They'll never ask that, though, because then they'll get kicked out of the press conference. That's what happens, isn't it? That's what happens. Apparently, like, this is what I got told before, yeah? Apparently, they have to, like, prove, like, they write down their questions before it obviously starts, and they have to actually prove. And they actually have to, like, ask whoever's in charge of it if they can actually ask that question to the manager. It's kind of mad. FFP, big up Terrell, man. Hope you're all good, my brother. Big up yourself. Look at the money he's had to spend and still hasn't sorted the team out. 3-0 Odegaard, 3-0 Arsenal. Not Odegaard. But Odegaard will score. Havertz and Odegaard. I'm confident for this game tomorrow. My prediction is 3-0. I've seen a lot of 3-0s, man. Look, we've got 3-0 here, we've got 3-0 here. I've gone 3-0 as well, I've gone 3-0 as well, people. I've gone 3-0 as well. So, yeah, you 20 people, it's Luca haven't gone live. Yeah, man. When you going live again, Luca? Kivio has to go left back. I know this is a hot take, but I would take Mbappe. I know this is a hot take, but I would. Of course, man. Of course. It's Kylian Mbappe we're talking about. It's Kylian Mbappe. Come on, let's get Henry to do that French connection. Agent Henry, man. He's going to follow the footsteps of our legendary Thierry Henry, No, mate, he didn't. I hope it won't take as long to break down Burnley's low block as it did at Emirates. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Like, that's what we know we're going to get with Burnley. The type of side who similar. I mean, because as you said, I mean, when it came to the Emirates, they made it very frustrating for us. Yeah, especially in that first half, and it took to really open up the game, Trossard to score, but then they also equalised, didn't they? If you guys remember, they equalised at the Emirates, and then we had to come back. I mean, and then Saliba made it 2-1, and then we went on to win the game 3-1. But you know, they certainly made it hard for us. Certainly made it frustrating. And if it's kind of like as soon as because they're only Burnley fans and Burnley will be happy with just getting a 0-0 draw really. So as long as they keep the score at 0-0, the game will go on and be more frustrating for Arsenal. So yeah, hopefully we get an early goal and opens up the game, and then we go and kill them off and we score, 3-4 goals hopefully. I think we will, and I'm saying 3-0. I'm saying we'll keep a clean sheet as well. So yeah, let's do this, guys. Oh, of course. Set piece FC. Set piece FC back again, guys. Set piece FC back again. 16 goals we scored from set pieces. That's like the highest in the Premier League. That's the highest amount of goals scored by a team in not just the Premier League, but in the top 5 European leagues. Like we are the goats of set pieces. So yeah, no doubt we will score from another set piece tomorrow. Lucas here. I'll come in your calling show tomorrow. Yeah, man. I'll be live for that. We'll be live for that. I think spending money on the buy was better than the January signings. Yeah, that's quality. I mean, it seems that way, bro. We've came back. Ever since Arteta got fed some meat by Salt Bay, we sort of I don't know what's happened to us. Yeah, because my mood was totally and our feelings and was totally different when we lost that Fulham game. I know that Fulham game in the FA Cup game against Liverpool. Yeah, and ever since we went off to Dubai and Arteta got fed some meat by Salt Bay, we came back and we've been very, very good indeed. So let's hope we keep this up, man. And when you keep going to Dubai, it seems to work. Only thing about Mbappe is that he's made it clear his favourite position is the left wing. Would have to either drop Martinelli or play him up front, which isn't a bad idea. Yeah, that's very, very true. That is very true. But then, yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, if he goes to Real Madrid, surely they put him up front because then what are you gonna do with Vinny Jr.? Like just saying he went Real Madrid, which he will probably go Real Madrid, guys. As much as we all want to live in Disneyland and we want Mbappe to Arsenal, and we have the whole he can be our next Henry or whatever. Let's just be honest with it. Like, he's probably gonna go Real Madrid. But then if he's made that his left wing is his favorite position, what would they do with Vinny Jr.? Because you can't just drop a quality player in Vinny Jr. So they'll probably have to play him up front for Real Madrid. But if he came to Arsenal, yeah, you could play him on. You could obviously play him up front. If you play him on the left, you can easily just switch them around if you wanted to. Because I've always been a fan of playing Martinelli down as like the main striker. Because he did it when he first signed for Arsenal, and he scored about I think 10 goals in his first 12 games. So yeah, I just hope we turn up. I know Burnley have been pony all season, but Turf Moor's a tough place to go, and they've always been a bogey team for us. If we turn up and play the same front three, I'm going with a 4-0 win. Yeah, I agree, bro. I feel like Turf Moor is it's going to be, as I said, it's going to be frustrating for us. I reckon it's going to be Burnley. They're very physical side. They're going to try and rough us up. They're going to play this whole low block tactic. We just got to make sure we take our chances. And yeah, you said we got to make sure we turn up. Because yeah, I mean, I was looking at the recent games against Burnley and the recent history. When we go to Turf Moor and we always seem to win 1-0. It's kind of mad. Like every single time we play there, we always seem to win 1-0. Even under Wenger, it was like we scored in the last minute against them multiple times and we beat them 1-0. So yeah, I'm confident, man. I'm going 3-0. We should be beating this Burnley, and on paper and with all due respect, yeah, they've been pony all season, as you said, bro. They've been pony all season. We already have the next on. His name is Charles Saggy Jr. Big up, I can never pronounce the guy's name. Is it Sajo or Saggy? Sajo Jr. Big up Sajo Jr. First goal will be from Havertz from a set piece. I'm going to clip this, yeah, and then when it happens, you can say that you told us. Yes. Set piece from Havertz. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Guys, I'm getting out of here. We got everyone who's tuning in today as well. As I said, if you're new tuning in right now, you can rerun the stream. You can go back and watch the press conference as well. Just a few main things that we took out of it, really. What he said about injury news. There's a bit about the injury news. It's pretty much all the same, apart from Fabio Vieira. Vieira is back in training now. He's not going to play tomorrow, but he will be back when he plays his former club, of course, Porto in the Champions League. So yeah. What else we got? So yeah, and obviously he was asked about Partey and Zinchenko and Jesus and all the players that were doubtful, and he's pretty much said there's nothing new on that. So they will not be playing tomorrow as well, guys. So we know Jesus, we know Zinchenko. There'll be of course no Thomas Partey. And he was asked about Mbappe, as we just said, and he just said, well, we have to be interested because it's Mbappe. But then he also went, he's going around Madrid. Like, that's what he was implying. He said, we all know where he's going to go. So yeah, he's basically saying, Arteta thinks he's going to go around Madrid. That's what I'm saying. Anything else? I mean, look, he was asked about Burnley and Vincent Kompany, and should Kompany stick with Burnley considering how bad they've been this season? And he was like, that Arteta and Kompany, their buddies and all this stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much all the press conference, really, guys. I mean, he's asked about Kai Havertz and all the criticism he's been receiving, and Arteta says we all love him. So yeah, I think that was really it, guys. I think that was really it about the press conference. So yeah, if anyone, I know people are eager to find out information about Thomas Partey, guys. He's not back, man. I wish he was back, but no, Partey's not back, people. He's honestly not back, and it is what it is. Big up Stack in the chat as well. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. Thank you very much for tuning in. 18 likes, like and subscribe, guys. Just smash 20 likes on the stream. 2 away from 20. Let's smash 20 likes on the stream, people. Big up everyone who's tuned in as well today. Really do appreciate you guys' support. As always, absolute real ones. As always, guys. Thank you guys very much for that. And we are, I think, 1 sub away. Yeah, guys, we're literally 1 subscriber away, 1 sub away. There's 30 of you inside now. 1 sub away from hitting 6.2K. 6.2K, guys. We're literally 1 sub away. So, yeah. If you are new watching, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Literally 1 sub away, people. And, yeah, let's hit 6.2K. No worries at all, Static, bro. No worries at all. No worries. I appreciate you tuning in as always, man. Josh, Arsenal must keep going. Do not stop. If you want to win the league, keep winning. Exactly. We can't drop any points. Just put it in perspective, yeah. We can't drop any. We can't have any more slip-ups now. We have to keep this consistent form going. Yeah, we cannot be doing what we did last season, where we go to places like. We're not. We're Southampton. They're not in the league anymore, as we know. But that types of team I'm talking about, and drop points. We just can't. We can't be doing that. We have to go not like last season. We drew with Newcastle at home. We have to beat them this season at home. Brentford, we drew at home. We have to beat them at home this season. It's like, yeah, you have to be consistent. If you want to win the league title, we have to go on a very, very good run of form now. We have to take it game by game and do our thing. Yeah, and then we'll see where we are at the end of the season. Obviously. There's some, we've got some massive games that we've got to win as well coming up. Going away from home as well. Place like Man City, going to Etihad, going to Old Trafford and playing Man United, and we have a very bad record at Old Trafford, as we know. Going away to places like Tottenham. There's just, yeah, it's going to be a massive end to the season, people. But if we want to win the league, which I believe we can, we have to keep it consistent. We have to do our thing. No more slip-ups anymore. All I want to know is what the buy did to Jaco Kiwior has been. Yeah, for real, bro. No, honestly. That's why I proposed a question. I was like, do we keep playing Kiwior left back? Even though a player like Tomiyasu's back, who I think Tomiyasu is fantastic. And he can play left back, centre back, and right back as well. And, Tomiyasu's quality as well. And obviously he signed a new contract, which is good news. But then I've sort of like, because usually I'll say, oh, Tommy Asko's left back because Kiwior's the centre back, right? But that's why I asked the question, like, do we keep Kiwior at left back there because of how well he's been playing? Does he deserve to be dropped at left back based on his recent form? And the answer is probably not, because he's been really, really well. He's been playing really, really well. Against West Ham, he was superb. Against Liverpool, he was superb as well. That's another one. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, before we went off to Dubai, I was watching the Fulham game. I was like, what is this guy even? A West Ham game, I was like, oh my God, this guy's a nightmare left back. But no, the past couple of games, he's been playing superb. So yeah. Guys, I forgot about Smith Rowe as well. Yeah, Smith Rowe, he's gonna be out as well tomorrow apparently, because literally that's no one to add to the list. Smith Rowe still got a little ankle injury or something. So yeah, it probably for me, the team, as I said yesterday in my preview, I went with Ryan Goal, went with Ben White, went with Saliba, Gabriel, and I went Tomiyasu personally, but I would not be mad if Kiwior played there. Then I went midfield. I went obviously Declan Rice, Odegaard. I went Smith Rowe originally, but then obviously he's got an ankle injury, so it'll probably be Kai Havertz playing there. And then the front three has to be Saka. It has to be Martinelli. It has to be Trossard as a false nine for me. As simple as that, really. Tomiyasu is probably the most consistent defenders for Japan in the Asian Cup. Kiwior has to start this match. That's fair enough, bro. That's fair enough. And I'm not going to argue with that. Kiwior has been superb recently, man. He's been superb playing left back, and yeah, we all know he's a centre back, but yeah, he's playing really well at left back, man. Like, solid defensively. Maybe going forward, he's a bit slow, but I think he's been doing a really, really good job there. I really think he's been doing a really good job there. Guys, have we hit 6.2k? We're literally one sub away, one subscriber away from hitting 6.2k. It's bugging me. We're on 6.199. Guys, if you're new watching, make sure you do subscribe. We would really appreciate it as well. Just to keep the same team for the Burnley game, except for Havertz. That was coming from me. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, bro. That is fair enough indeed. I mean, I would have started Smith Rowe, but he's injured again. He got an ankle injury, is what it is. Keep hitting the like button, everyone, subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Static. Thank you very much. I personally prefer Tomiyasu left back. We'll see after. Yeah, I agree. That's why I went with Tomiyasu in my preview, but I give credit to Kiwior because he has been playing really well. He has been playing really well there. So if Fante went with Kiwior, I honestly wouldn't mind it. But if me personally, I do want to see Tomiyasu, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens, people. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, that is that, guys. That is a press conference done today. I may be back later tonight, people. I'm meant to have a London calling show tonight where we get all the London fans to come on and have their say. I have to just sort that all out today, people, because obviously, like I need to make sure they're all available. Otherwise, there'd be no point. So I have to message all of them and see if they're all available. So that could be tonight. That should be around 7:30 or 8 o'clock. That should start. If not, I'll probably have something else lined up, people. But yeah, as for tomorrow, people, there will be a live watch along at 2 p.m. a match reaction and player ratings. That'll be as soon as the game ends, about 5 o'clock, and then obviously a calling show as well. Straight after that. So yeah, plenty of content will coming up, people. I'm getting myself out of here. Big up everyone who joined this morning as well. I know it was a quite early one to some people. I think it's Friday, to be fair, but yeah, I'm getting myself out of here, people. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your days, whatever you lot are going to get up to today. And yeah, hopefully, guys, I'll see you this evening for another stream. Yeah, I'm getting myself out of it, people. Big up Static as well. Big up Plasma as well. come on the Gunners every single time. And yeah, but everyone else who joined earlier as well, really do appreciate you guys' support and we're getting out of it. I'll see you guys later tonight. Come on the Gunners. Ciao.